welcome into the stream. Hope y'all are doing good. Howdy, howdy. How is everyone? Bow, 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 bow. No more exams this week. Let's go. So happy for you. You're free. Right, let's hop right into it, shall we? I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" It's not like I could stop revising, but it's so much more relaxing getting to spend the week not having to worry about exams. It's so nice. When suddenly she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. Okay. That's not... Where's the paint? Objection! Where's the costume? I've got a lighter ready for this box. You leave her alone. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Woods' stage costume. Second message is so hateful. Just only hate comes out of his mouth. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo. That means, what exactly? Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo is wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting... That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costume's designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure of a reporter? Oh my god, Athena laying into her. The full model. It's something. Oh, I didn't read that. Whoa! She's got a face! Ah! Whoa, she had a face! What did she say? A failure as a reporter? She face revealed. Athena forced her to face reveal. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing. I didn't think they actually would go through the trouble of making her a face model. That's Athena, that's very rude. You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
Now I would have you stop right there, Sykes Donal. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Judge, shut up.
Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
I solved it. I've solved it. I've solved it. I wondered why his hands were glowing. I figured it out. Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then...
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out.
Inside out?
So then...
This is a photograph of the inside out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed. Ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin. Inside out. Gah. Glowing costume photo added to the court. If she knew it was wet, though, then why would she put it on? That makes no sense. If anything, it's proof that Juniper didn't put it on. A photo of the stage costume taken in a dark room. A coat of fluorescent paint makes it glow. Figures he would have a photo. Ugh. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look.
Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up.
Check out the chest area. Kinda looks like handprints to me.
Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Objection!
So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up?
Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far.
Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though.
I have, Athena. I've solved it for you. I know who put the costume on. For why, though? No idea. What? You mean you've just been bluffing?
What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto.
A showdown, is it? I gladly accept.
The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume.
I got it. I figured it out.
And that paint should glow in dark places.
Mr. Wright bluffs his way through, so why can't she, Apollo?
So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume. Now let's get Robin Newman on the stage. Boom.
A school newspaper? Interesting.
Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
It is glowing, quite brightly, I might add.
But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you might ask?
Imagine messing up that badly, though, with a glowing hand.
The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
Oh. That means... What again?
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman.
What? Think you were actually able to prove that. I doubted you very badly.
Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom.
So then... Whoa. Does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, since we have a graphic of him brutally murdering her. Clearly he's the killer. BRB gamers. Take like literally 5 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will never lie again. I'll never lie again. Does that mean Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. Are you sure you counted correctly though? Like, are you sure you made it to 5? He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. They're gonna start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That'd be awesome. Oh, Robin, I've missed you. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Woman's honor. I'm Robin Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah! No, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man. So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor course. This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. Wow, right out the womb. Right out the womb, he was like, prosecuted. I am a prosecutor. I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Ah! Oh man! It seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand. Why are his legs like that? Why I touched the costume? I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. That mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid. Okay. Oh, Athena. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Your Honor, this guy needs therapy. Can we do this now? Please, Your Honor, please. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but... no! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed at the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So you think he might be hiding something? Ooh. Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. It's therapy time. Pew! Let's go. Without fail, you get it every time. Alright. I went to see Juniper in her waiting room. Okay, he's surprised. But she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. Happy? The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall over. I got that paint on me when I caught it. I never put it on. That's just stupid. Okay. Why were you happy? We're making this a thing. It's a good thing. It's great. It's a great running gag.
So when you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed the sudden, powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman?
Wait, what? Oh. Why would a frilly scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that? Oh.
I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you?
I support you. Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude and I'm into braces. Is it true? Are dudes into braces? Is that a thing? You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you?
Oh, come on, isn't it obvious?
You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man! The mannequin came falling toward me, so I stuck out my hands to stop it. End of story. If you hate Robin, you're a homophobe. In Pride Month, too. That's messed up. That's messed up. Imagine hating Robin.
That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update.
Okay.
Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here.
Yeah, wouldn't his thumbs would be on the... Yeah. Yeah, his thumbs are on the wrong side. He had to have pulled it from the inside.
Take that! You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hand would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like your thumbs and the base of your palms.
I can't believe we're exposing this kid in the middle of the courtroom. That's kind of messed up. Well, why in the world would I leave such weird handprints?
You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like that model in this drawing.
Whoa!
Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put on the stage costume, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Woods' clothes, don't you?
Fine, I admit to putting the costume on, but I don't like girly clothes, man. So what if he did? Athena forcing him out of the closet, isn't she? That's problematic. This is kind of messed up, Athena. In the middle of court.
Yes, new information to plug in.
We don't need to keep going. We don't gotta keep going with this. It was him. He's the one that put on the costume. You can end it there. We got him. It's incredibly masculine to sometimes feel like wearing girls' clothes.
Time for another update.
I snuck in knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. That makes him sad. Look at that. There's sadness in his heart when he says that. That's sad. That's really depressing. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I'd imagined. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. Aww. It's true, I did put on girly clothes, but it was strictly for artistic purposes. Alright, let's get that sadness.
There, another emotion that doesn't fit.
So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man.
Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on, but you also felt sad.
Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal.
Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you?
Oh no! You're not fooling anyone anymore. Oh my god, Athena. Athena, calm down. Now tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is no matter no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Oh. I love Robin so much. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. Oh, Apollo. No, that's not it. I totally own those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. Oh. Robin's literally the best. But there's something that keeps getting in my way. Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. Stop with these implications, make it clear. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions? We saw those during the Ninetales Vale incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. What could it be? Fine! I'll testify, man! Do not find the source! Leave the kid alone! Oh, look what you did. Athena. I snuck in knowing the costume was there. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. It's true, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothes. I felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. Aww. It felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl. Aww. 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 Robin. Here's my... I think I know where this is going. Got it! Yep, I called it. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? She's one of my fave characters, for real. She's great. Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man! This is a symbol of my masculinity! I could never take it off! Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off? Man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger toward his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty? What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? Seems Robin is still hiding a secret. A big one. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yeah, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman? What? I'm on to your little secret. Athena, not the time and place for this. And if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. You hate girls. Is the teasing really necessary? It's so not. The you hate girls is insane. You're a misogynist. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman? You are, okay, You hate girls and want to be better than them. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear. Robin's, like... I know where the story's going with this. But it's a pretty good trans allegory.
Hold it!
I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Jesus Christ. Not reading that. I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. Ooh. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. Okay. But if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Okay, Judge. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin knew— Okay, no. Not reading that either, Judge. You are now truly Justice Dono's equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet, okay, has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. Okay. Jesus, what is wrong with this courtroom? Oh my god. If you guys are done talking about me, I'm Whoa. Hey. She's free. The brace. It's... Oh, Robin. Miss Sykes. No. Allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But, no. What? No way. Surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. Aw. If you don't believe me, I'll give you— No. Oh. Whoa. Okay, calm down, Robin. I'll give you a P-E-E-K. As if. Poor me. Make the character actually trans. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Oh. Let's just ignore canon. This is her coming out as a trans woman. Okay? That's our canon now. See, like look at that line. That's such a trans line. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's... It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Yay! Order! Order! What a shocking development. Okay. He really did turn out to be a she. Okay, Judge. Eek! Why is everyone looking at me like that? Where did she get the shoe? I feel like a movie star or something. She's so cute. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay, AY? Ah! No pics or you'll regret it, man! Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. New literally me character dropped. This is all... Oh my... Well, this is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? Not the trans part. The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there's now a new piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well. Let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know the witness is a girl? The woman's shouting on the tape. This is what I'd like to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat, "You're a goner." That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. Ah, so then... That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we're using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Oh no. Imagine coming out as a trans woman and being like, aha, so you're a woman, are you? Well, that makes you a suspect in murder. Oh, dang, I should have waited. Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You outed someone as trans and immediately used that as evidence of murder, Athena. Death penalty. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. Okay. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. That's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I can fix her. I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... Oh, no, she died.
Objection!
As the ultimate ally, I'll teach her the ways. Athena, set her down. Athena, you gotta stop outing people in court. It's getting insane. Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
Birdman. In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not? We out here playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Love that version. He made it all make sense somehow. We'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they saw the mock trial, heard it from Junie, had penned the script. Saw the mock trial? No. I mean, what? I didn't just reload it. Heard it from Junie. Yes. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. do you think Junie and Hugh knew? I don't know. That's a good question. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. Whoa. What the devil?
And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman.
Oh my god, I just got her name. I know! That's stupid! That's stupid! That's so stupid! That's a stupid name! What? Newman? Are you kidding me? That's stupid. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper.
Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward.
Wait, what was Hugh's last name? O'Connor.
How could you, Thena?
What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never, ever. No, up there. Oh, God.
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't?
He's in love with a boy named Connor.
B-A-D Athena.
You don't have any evidence. Oh my god. Oh, there she goes again. Actually, we might have just the thing.
Really?
Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair, forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." This is going oddly fast to make Robin look guilty.
S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but
so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena.
Yeah, which way exactly?
If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Wow, Apollo, you're a dirty liar. What the heck?
Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it.
Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. Oh, not that. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon wasn't all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. All by the school festival funds, get from hardware store. Arrow, if I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot, to be decided. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Okay, there we go. Got it. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes. Present away. This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents.
Take that!
The mock trial script.
Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point?
You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page.
Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No! I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor.
You what? You can do that?
Is that not my job?
No, it's not.
If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest... Eek! But it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She is so cute. She is so cute. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's B.O.D.Y. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case.
I have a special place.
Objection!
It's called my palace. Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory.
And why not?
The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit, so put away your wooden sword. And show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live.
You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it.
Get him, Athena. Mr. O'Connor. I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left for home at around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact.
Right. Our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be...
Me when I have to wait and download 9 gigs.
Objection!
Yet that was but a felicitous lie. Yeah, but that was but a lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me... Hold. I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait.
One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about?
I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. What does Prosecutor Blackwell have on this kid? Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? He's trans too. They all are. It always was.
The word of a genius is as good as The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at Themis Legal Academy. Lawyer course. How's that? Just fine. Your testimony then, if you, please. You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. That's why they were hesitant to show the proof of their friendship. It's tattoos. It says trans gang for life. All three of them. All three of them. So real. Around the time of the murder. Canon. That's canon. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building just before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy. BRB. No worries. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Gotta do 2 things real quick. Go do your things. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Alright, recorded in the art room at 7:10 p.m. on the 23rd. So the witness saw the defendant. That would have been... Indeed. It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building even after the killing. So the time of murder and the time of when the body was moved... Great, another inconvenient testimony. Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please. Around the time of the murder. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Hold it!
Yes. Alright, I'll take you up in your kind offer. I expected as much. So go ahead. Ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you, did you go to the art room? Why'd you stay past the late bell? How did you prep for the mock trial? Yeah, how'd you prep? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone till the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I'd been meditating alone at the archery range. I wonder... Yeah, he needed to... Constance was going to...
Objection!
So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd. You sure about that? I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where did you get that? The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day? But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane.
Objection!
Must we go through with this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence, as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but... Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all. I have a feeling they might not be. I have a feeling by the end of this trial day, we're going to see that there might have been a fourth possible suspect. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I've got something to say. If it will save me the trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. Oh, he has a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Your Honor, I'd like another therapy session. He's trans as well. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity to think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. All three of them were blackmailed. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement. And prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Could he lay any more pressure on? The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? The witness, the victim, the defendant? Well, I'm not gonna say the defendant, because that implicates Juniper. The witness, that's just gonna be another ring around the rosy of, I'm a dude. The victim? No one suspected that maybe the victim said words? The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says, you're a goner.
That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Athena? Yeah, Athena's having a crisis right now. You're a goner. You a goner. Hugh a corner. Oh, I see where this is going. Hugh a corner. Hugh O'Connor? Wait a sec! Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. She's having a mental breakdown. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge? Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride. Oh, that's clever. It's very clever. Oh, then can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner." I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes? Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Cord's voice on the tape, then she was shouting because she was threatening O'Connor, being threatened by O'Connor, or scolding O'Connor. Ooh, that might be why he's so, like, anxious about it, because he was getting yelled at. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying, "You're a goner"? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Cord's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Cord get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay. Is this some kind of kink? Let's see, Hugh O'Connor. What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor. You a Conner? Wait a second. No. This can't be. Objection! Think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect, that's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters, or the wind for voices. Now that you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. Push him off a bridge. The sound on the tape recorder never was the phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact, it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good. Athena, I love her so much. Oh my god, she's so funny. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. She's so right. She is so right. Oh my god, she is so based. Oh, I love her. I love her to bits. Apollo. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? My tasks have been completed. Athena yet again being sexist. She's so right though, Matt. She's so right. Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded, it isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
Objection!
I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this case.
The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he gonna pull out now? Ew. Feast your eyes on this photo, and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them. A lot of people say I have selective hearing. I don't. I just choose not to dignify a lot of what people say with an answer. Wait, there's a photo? Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see that clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. A photo of the art room while preparations were being made, taken on the day of the murder. Clocks can literally be changed. There's no pray emojis. Imagine I put 2 praying emojis. It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious. Junie was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered? What now? Nothing I say can change that fact. Understand now. You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. The what was changed? Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. Okay. But, I became a lawyer so I could... You still failed to understand after so much pain and defeat. Are they? Are they? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to Ooh. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. Save him? Athena's got some lore. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? How many secret personalities does Blackwell have? She's thinking about Blackwell, isn't she? And why was Athena friends with one? This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait. Maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Oh my god, Athena. Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman? A girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor? The honor student who had met with Professor Court. There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, who objected? Who objected? Whoa. Oh, Robin. No! That's not gonna happen, man! What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a...
Maybe, but false verdicts are N-O-N-O.
What? I don't know how to spell. Can she use real words now?
Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is.
Please. Please, Robin, please tell the court.
You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is... M-E, me, T.
Whoa.
What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing?
Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems.
Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
Please. Wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Thena, but you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. You and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime.
What?
Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Thena.
Why did I have Slight with the Sky Dragon in the Synchro deck? Why did you? That's the real question. Order? Order! Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. I had obelisk too. Why did you have two god cards in one? That's just not good. I have another theory. Go on. I can't summon both. You're gonna find out that you've also got the third one in there. The winged dragon of Ra. Why? Their friendship will come into question because one of them isn't who they say they are. And at that point, why not just get Ra as well? Yeah. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other, now that they've nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... He's like, I did it, I'm the killer. Yep, saw this coming. Full deck is just Exodia, the god cards, blue eyes, and then 51 pots of greed. The real killer is Black Quill. This whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. What? What is wrong with kids these days, always confessing to murder? I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. Whoa, calm down. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Wow, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it.
Wait. What?
I don't think it was any of them. Genuinely, I don't think it was any of them. Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. Ugh, I am so confused right now. This reminds me of that one scene from Sex Education, except instead of saying it was their nudes, they're confessing to murder. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not a set of some high school drama. It was totally none of them, and I all think the other one is, so they have some kind of weird triangle going. It was never a love triangle. It was a murder suspect triangle. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to. Hoy, wait, your baldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. OMG, Vox was in on it. I am hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. Fine, do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. Professor Smiley is like, well, time to flee the country. Guys, yes?
October 25th, Wright Anything Agency.
They're releasing of an anime Roblox game. I lost my social life again. Oh my god. Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know, that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now, how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, I'd... Oh. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Plot twist, Athena has feelings for Junie. La 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 la. Do do do. La la la. Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? No, can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. Can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation.
Can it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties.
Okay. Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait. I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'd better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Don't die. What? What was that? What? Huh? Seriously, nobody wants your cookies and you just explained why. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here? Well now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, Professor Means. What brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something, but first, Athena... I wanted to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Thena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, Don't worry! I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that... Athena... I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh?
I myself only just heard of this a moment ago.
Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie. I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? Why change lawyers? Athena, do you actually think Hugh or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around campus at that time. Sorry, Junie, but at this point I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that.
Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat.
Just have Apollo take over. No. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent?
I am a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. Can he die already, please? For the end really does justify the means. Especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means.
Really don't like the sound of that.
Looks like hell behind him. That school is hell.
I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too.
Who's worse, Hottie or him? Alright. If that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision.
Apollo?
But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions?
Sure. I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation?
Yes, of course. I am your lawyer after all.
Ugh, I hate this guy.
The ends justify the means, bro. Only the bad guys say that.
There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out?
Why'd you confess?
About your confession, Junie. It's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on a stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend.
Oh, you weren't thinking straight, you say. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime?
No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend.
Oh.
Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about.
She likes Robin, Robin likes Hugh, Hugh likes Woods. A real, actual love triangle. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this were as simple as that. And blackmail is blackmailing her. Black Quill is blackmailing her. We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around.
But the situation kind of changed recently, when the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results.
Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials.
Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students.
At some point, we stopped talking about it. While that meant fewer arguments, it also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be.
I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject.
Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder.
Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Is that a lie?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7.
That's it? You didn't go anywhere else?
No, nowhere else.
If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's gotta be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture?
Yes, but something's wrong here.
Wrong? What's wrong?
I took this picture at around 6, which was before I had left the art room.
But that clock here says it's just after 7.
By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture.
I guess we better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh.
Yes, I did.
At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? Ooh.
She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6?
Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder?
Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30.
At around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place.
That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large and they were covered with a white sheet, but I could tell.
They all had feelings for each other.
It makes me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished.
Right. The statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets? Junie, are you okay?
Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all.
Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Hold it!
Junie! And Professor Means, I have a proposal. Will you marry me, Juniper Woods?
I thought you'd never ask, Athena. A proposal? Here? Now?
Wait, this isn't another one of your crazy by sundown today.
Yes?
I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice.
Oh, Apollo's proposing too?
Wait a second, don't drag my name into. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. Ah, yeah. What? And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. I see. So it has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust you're okay with that too, Professor Means?
I have no objections, as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement.
Okay, but only if it's the real truth.
These are heavy terms, yeah.
I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena, but thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. You can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this.
If she wasn't the protagonist, I'd say she's stupid. Very well. I will see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. Just she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Now let us meet here again later. Go get your food, King.
If you'll excuse me, I'd better go.
Yeah, King's good. King's good for him. Yeah, King's good for him. Okay, see you later. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
This is no time to be thinking about that. Got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what.
Hi, Apollo. Any ideas? Only the 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it started. That's why the killer must be Robin, Hugh, or Juniper.
Right, and that means at least one of them is lying.
To make matters worse, I have a feeling each one of them is hiding some sort of secret.
I'll have to bring it all to light. Not looking forward to it, but it has to be done.
Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and the actions of those involved.
Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went to the art room and when. If we analyze the info we have, we should be able to ID the killer. There's no lead in these legs. I've been training for a day like... There's no lead in these legs. I've been training for a day like this. Okay, on my mark, ready, set...
No running for me. I'm done trying to keep up with you. Alright. Nope. Oh, That's an odd-looking box on that stage. Very interesting. October 25th, Themis Legal Academy Outdoor Stage. Huh? Is it my imagination, or did something just move? Nothing suspicious here. It's Clavier Gavin. He's here again. Afternoon, you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Fräulein. I'd intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. You're so cool. I wish you were my rival. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. I wish you were my father figure. Only one way to make that happen. That backdrop is the starry sky, and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners,
Seems like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? It looks like it's in serious pain or something. Oh, she's dissing the Gaviners logo. Ooh. Athena. Ixnay on the Ixay. That's the Gaviners logo, Fräulein. Oh, a nice pig Latin hair forehead. Real smooth. Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6, rocking seriously hard. 9, Fräulein. It's a G for Gaviners, not a 6, but whatever floats your pretty boat. So, where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made from heavyweight, high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was of Prosecutor Gavin. As you can see here in the stage plans, right here we have the statue of me, and right here, Herr Wright's statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces, thanks to you, Herr Forehead. Okay, calm down, okay, I see you. What did I ever do to you? Actually, this statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Did anyone die? What's happened? Well. Bomb. Yeah, bomb. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Achtung, that's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay! Let's do this. Schnell. I don't know. Schnell. Is this an investigation, or am I interrupting a German language club social event? But first, before we examine, you need to look at this. It's the most important thing. My attorney's badge. May I ask why you people present your attorney's badge like that? It seems like Herr Forehead and Mr. Wright always want to show theirs off too. Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin. Why do you play air guitar? It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place. I never gave it that much thought, actually. What did he just say? Apollo Justice, calm down. He needs help. I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whip it out. And that's it. That just ends the conversation. Javier's presence makes him feeling freaky. Did I ever mention I'm a graduate of this fine institution? The mock trials, they sure bring back memories. So many unforgettable battles. Really? So you stood on that stage too? Yeah. I wailed on my air guitar, rocked out to the beat, and exposed crimes for all to see. You could say this is where my hard-rocking prosecutorial style made its debut. Hard-rocking prosecutorial style? How did your mock trial turn out? Achtung, baby! I brought the house down and had the crowd on its feet. Ever since, the Academy has held a live concert in conjunction with the mock trial. All I wanted to know was how the trials turned out. Where is this school? I thought he studied in Germany. He said before, when we first ran into him, that he studied in Germany, but he graduated at this school. Like, I guess. So he grew up here, moved to Germany to study law, and then when he was graduating, he came back and did his graduation here, I guess. That's what he said, anyway. Alright. Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off. I knew it. I know that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck. Literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. Okay, Apollo, calm. Please. You need to stop talking. You're implicating yourself. Can I take that as a confession? Hair, forehead? Oh. What? No. I feel bad for Robin. She works so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of this stage then, yeah? We all know how you get a sense of release, Apollo. Oh my god. Alright, let's pick up his pieces. We'll fix him. Found one! A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris? It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. A large white fragment. It has a distinctive shape that could be described as angular. Oops. Oh, there's one. His pride. Found another piece of the statue. But there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. A purple fragment from a broken statue. It was found all alone in the strangest of places. Okay. Oh. I don't know. This is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fräulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. Oh, there's another one. Found another piece of the statue! But there still should be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. White fragment, updated report record. 2 large white fragments. It looks like it would feel good to break them. Okay, Athena. I see another one down here. Boop. Found another piece of the statue. Yep. 2 purple fragments of a broken statue. Going to search for more. The other statue Robin made. It's been smashed to bits. If there were some larger pieces, we might be able to put this one back together, too. Yeah, but all I see are itty-bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think. If he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together, but left his like this. We could always come back to it after the case is solved. I'll help you fix it. Sorry, we just like Prosecutor Gavin better than you. Whoa. Found one. This looks like another piece of the statue. Thanks, Apollo. This makes 5 pieces in all. I think we have all that we're going to find. Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that. 3 purple fragments of a broken statue that originally stood on a pedestal on stage. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put this statue back together. Alright, Apollo. You come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could hold this. Yay! He's beautiful again. Super glue time. We did it! He's beautiful. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? They put the statue back together, but look. What was all these leftover white pieces? They look like they go together. This one too. Athena? What do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. She's free. Whoa. So, what is it? Ah, is the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite a feat you pulled off there, Fräulein. Phew! I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something. They did that with only three fragments? Two, actually. 2 fragments. The goddess of law, Athena. Bit of an ego. No. I know who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure, as there's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen this statue somewhere before. Lady Justice added to the court record. This and the statue of Clavier were broken at the same time, but have been repaired. No one knows where it came from. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that pole at the end of the at the edge of the stage? You mean this? It has a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. Is this wires for hanging banners over the stage? One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it was out of place. The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fräulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey! Anyone in the art room? Oh, it's you people! Ha ha ha! In justice we trust! That is adorable. Ah, it's Detective Fulbright! In justice we trust! Is that some kind of greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there? Of course! Just leave it to me! How's that? Phew! Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Ha ha ha! Always glad to help. In justice we trust. So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Is that like a blood stain on it? Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to yield to the forces beyond, Athena, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves.
What a cruel world we live in.
October Hue 120? Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away.
I got it. Yes! Great catch, huh?
October Hue 120.
Looks like some kind of note. What does it say?
October Hue 120? What's that supposed to mean?
A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score.
I don't see how even Hue can get beyond perfect. Fräulein, should we inspect the banner again, now that it's been unraveled? Hue scrapped added to the court record. Discovered on stage, it appears to be a piece of paper torn from a notebook. The name Hue is written on it.
This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform.
Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look. There's a dark red stain here, just under the emblem.
This banner was on a wire connected to the art room.
Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
This stain might be from the victim's blood.
A large banner that was hung by a wire crossed between the stage and art room. A trace amount of blood was found on it. This statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright. Is a goddess bearing scales and a sword. She's a symbol of fairness and strength. It's phony evidence. Apollo will lose his badge and we'll have to wait until the next game set in 7 years' time to get closure.
But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one.
Whoa, take it down a notch, Tagger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit.
Phew! That was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time.
Does that mean you're satisfied?
I'll never be satisfied. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place.
It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up, but they were never able to finish on account of the murder. We should take a look if you think it could be important.
This track looks man-made.
Hey, you're right.
And it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big, muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there?
Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look.
Looks like something was being dragged through here. And this is where it started.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in the setting up the school festival.
Aw, then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important.
Well, that's about it for the stage.
Right, I think we better search the art room next.
I think I'll hang around here for a while, but make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The governor's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know. It just might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back?
Don't tell me. So in short, that's...
Hey! Oh. The box is shaking. That box! It just took off running. Are you really surprised by this, Apollo? I have a pretty good idea who that is. As I suspect you do too. Come on. We can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box.
October
face. The Miss Legal Academy maintenance area.
Is that a different box, though? Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here.
I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away.
Oh yeah, that's 100% a new box. Danger, toxic. Wipe the past clean with crime cleaner. Get sparkling clean with brute force. Love it. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. That's crazy. I didn't know the narrator sounded like that. Yeah, the narrator goes through moods, you know?
What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter?
Don't show her face reveal again.
Face reveal.
Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme.
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache.
I don't feel responsible for this, but now's her chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's what you were just thinking. What kind of a person do you think I am? He read me like a book. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that?
Take a look at this.
Is that the Governor's banner? Oh, Clavier's gonna be so sad. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Governor's logo there. So is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up.
Don't look at me. I just happened to find it in the incinerator.
Why were you looking in the incinerator? Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Plot twist, Clavier's the killer. That would be such a devastating plot twist. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. Burnt fragments added to the court record. The burnt remnants of the Governor's banner that was tossed into the incinerator and later found by Miriam. Miriam? I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter.
Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really gonna do it. Here goes. 5%. 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay?
You didn't mean it? Oh no, my photos! Stop! Cancel! Abort!
Did you stop it in time?
Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right.
I know.
Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. I wonder if the 2 pictures will be completely relevant to the plot. Ooh, Athena. That was cringeworthy. Shut up, Apollo. Hey, Miriam, check this out. I took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it.
Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact.
I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Themis Herald and Themis Herald Extra return to Miriam.
There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those three for as long as I live.
That is so strange. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin?
Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just, they were so close ever since their freshman year, so, well...
Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation.
But wait a second. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking. Objection!
She wants to be their friend, doesn't she? That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio.
How could you possibly know that?
Oh, face revealed again. Oh. Oh. That's one abused laptop.
My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years.
See, she's just the girl. She's just the girl. Now I really feel bad.
Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use?
Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them.
What? Like I could ever do that?
Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop all rolled into one.
Fine, I'll do it, if that's all you want. Yay! I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Wait, it's not like I owe you anything, but here.
Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures? Looks like they're setting up the stage. 10:23, 6:03 p.m.
Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place.
Okay. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out, anyway.
These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours.
Stage set of photos added to the court record. The last two of Miriam's photos, they show the students setting up the stage's backdrop on the night of the murder.
Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Okay. Well, not here. In the hallway. Someone's here. Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure. But you two? Meh. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. Discord. Without fail, without fail. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end, or as we say around here, the end justifies the means. Ugh, but I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Could Hugh or Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is gonna take some serious thinking on my part. Sure looks like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting her arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I'm not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave. And we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you'd think I'd open up to you. So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Cue Matt in the chat. Discord. Howling at the moon. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time. In mine. Next question. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd. Why did she want to see you? I've no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. Oh my god. Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth. How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Junie's wishes in Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about the truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Ooh. Understand? Ooh, that's scary. What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. Jeez. What? Why? She's so cute. Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. Hugh, wait! He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that? Is cuteness all that matters in friendship? That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. Alright.
We don't really have much time left anyway.
Whoa. Are those... A lot of paintings of Juniper. Venus Legal Academy, 3rd floor art room. Ha ha ha! Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again!
Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier.
Don't mention it! Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about!
Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred?
That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around and knock yourselves out.
Find anything new, Detective Fulbright?
Ha ha ha, good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet.
Sure is confident for having found nothing.
But if we're talking outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough.
Oh dear. Once I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do.
No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one.
Wow. You saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed.
Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? Alright, what's the breakthrough? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really?
Come on, just tell us already.
Aw, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back.
Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder?
Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Interesting. Oh, BRB gamers, one moment. Peekaboo! Hello, I'm back.
Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here, they analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out.
The results of the voice analysis performed on the tape recording.
And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor? Ha 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 ha! Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes.
Ugh, he's the last person I want laughing at me.
So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting "You're a goner" around the time of death?
If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it.
I swear I've seen this girl before. It's Juniper. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue.
Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but... Oh, look! There's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Oh, Robin. I think this is plenty good myself. I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Yeah, I bet. Hey, look! That's you on this mobile. Apollo, a red demon. A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me. No! See the antenna and the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see it's a ladybug. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. She's like, I was just trying to make a joke. Everyone took it way too seriously. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo? You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this? Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry. You can tell me. I won't tell anyone. I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. There's a paint palette here. No surprise there, considering this is the art room. Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange. I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red. What's that supposed to mean? I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Apollo's a mass serial killer calling it now. Ooh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave? What about the blob right next to it? The one was red and green? Maybe she's implying you need more delicious greens in your diet? Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gates? This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look. His red waistcoat is dyed with blood, the blood of his victims. Don't waste your time. I've checked it and it's 100% accurate. You sure? How'd you check it? Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see? Detective Fulbright? Didn't you notice that your watch had stopped? It has? This is unacceptable! We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see... Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective? But... This clock must have also been an hour ahead when this photo... This clock must have been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. You know what I'm just realizing? I thought that moon was weird and obvious. Just got destroyed in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna keep it real. Rip. Rip. I'm wondering if it's the backdrop. If that's the backdrop up there on the crane, up by the window. If it's the stage backdrop. Because that moon is like mega like obvious for a reason, and that's how exactly it looks. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off your face. Wait, just 1 moment. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait. I think
I might just have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there's a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, a nice crescent one, like something out of a picture book.
But if you look at the window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
Ooh, then what's this moon doing here?
I wonder...
Oh, we're doing this now?
Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad.
Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken.
Take that!
I know that what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows that moon in the photo, where that moon in the photo came from, and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, all become crystal clear.
Take that!
They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet.
Oh my god.
This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean the front? The front is against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how he said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop? I like how the evidence in these games always seem incredibly convenient.
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. As you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place. So the art room clock was running fast, at least, as far back as the day of the murder.
How can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
Yes! Just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence. Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it.
And I bet it won't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work anyway.
Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks just like blood stains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it.
Just like blood stains? In Justice We Trust, that does look like blood stains. We'd better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big blood stain is, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces? That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. How did they miss all of that blood? The maintenance areas below this room in the storehouse there has a mat and ball cart.
So even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script? The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place.
Well, you're wrong. I'm gonna prove it in court. A mock trial script on the floor and nearby an envelope marked to use. I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rogue et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
Fulbright needs to suffer like Gumshoe did, decrease his pay. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me.
It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned.
Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence, it also says. Welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court. Considering how much she valued the truth, I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow, you have that title memorized already? Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust. It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. Wonder what the main argument will be about now. How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell has got his own plans. Oh, does he now? Detective Fulbright. Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. Alright, to the lecture hall then. But first... oh man! We pretty much finished searching around here, but just one more look. Oh, I wasn't trying to look. I was trying to, show him my attorney's badge. That was totally random. Well, two can play at that game. In justice we trust. How do you like them apples? Pretty spiffy, huh? I polish the leather case to a rich luster daily. And once a week I apply an anti-rust protectant to my badge. Is all that really necessary? Of course it is. A detective's badge is his first line of defense. I'm sure you treat your badge with tender, loving care, too. Athena, I always see your badge gathering dust on your desk. And you usually scramble to find it right before leaving the office. No comment. Alright, now I'll move. Athena. Take better care. There she is! Robin! Hey, Robin! Oh, Athena. Apollo. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Professor Means sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure. I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T. About your confession today, why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The ends justify the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Court. I like them B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro. But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. But no, my parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense. Apollo's like, I relate. And Athena's like, wait, what? Her parents are actual trash.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right.
Could you tell us about what you're doing on the night of the murder?
Finishing a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell.
That's right, you made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Both of them.
This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m., but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Now that the secret's out, have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl?
No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl.
Oh, Robin.
And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf.
Wow, they must really like you.
I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school.
Oh, that's so cute. I love Robin.
I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes.
Oh, Robin's literally the greatest.
That's why, Athena, I simply must have this and this by any means possible.
What? But this is evidence we need for the trial.
Sorry, but no can do. Aw, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on. Please, pretty please.
Stage costume related evidence taken in classic and justifies the means style. Oh, darn it.
Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out.
The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. Who's the snitch?
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors.
But why would anyone do that?
Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumor has it grades are being bought and sold through the surveillance network.
That's bribery. The situation at Themis Legal Academy is worse than I thought. While all this is important stuff, I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though. Alright. Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense! That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man! Professor Court's artistic sense? Professor Court's artistic sense? That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's work. That was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it? Blech. That statue in the photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow.
So this is the statue in its proper state?
You bet! Just look at that wild silhouette! Wow, it's so C-U-T-E. I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? Athena? The Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage. Alright. I didn't realize before because it was some pieces, but before it was smashed, maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage?
Lady Justice updating the court record. It was broken on stage. Professor Cord had remade it into a completely different looking statue the day before the mock trial. Well, I think that about covers it. Okay, then how about we watch the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at this school have their own built-in computer, you know. Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you all for coming here today.
Oh, that sounds like Professor Means.
The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Where we have to watch it. Oh, is this going to be the new Blue Badger clip, or we have to watch it all over and over again? Or, the Gaviners concert. No, please, no, not video evidence. How come teachers' speeches always make me so sleepy?
Let's just skip to the end of his speech.
Oh, there's Juniper. Now let the mock trial begin!
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot?
Looks like she's cut right in front of the camera.
Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself? She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, this is what that lecture hall looks like. Looks like there's a judge's bench back on the screen, and a witness stand up front. What about those balconies with the professors' names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Cord were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay, let's fast forward this a bit.
And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty!
That was me, could you tell?
Objection. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so.
You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird.
Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script.
I think Juniper is going to speak next. I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true, I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Oh. You're a goner. Wow, that was an emotional performance. She'd put a real actress to shame.
Wait, could you go back and play that scene again?
You really think that's necessary?
I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true, I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Stop! Did you hear that? I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again. I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about?
I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to this case.
Take that!
Oh damn, play it again.
I'm sure you remembered this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. "You're a goner!" The voices and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening. Just the possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated.
They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become a key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. Evidence? Fabricated? What? Impossible. Never happened. Wait a second. No way! Professor Means' credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. The voice on the tape says you're a goner, just like in Junie's script, and maybe a fake. Allow me to assist you with that. Oh, love it. Allow me to assist you with that. Is that? Prosecutor Gavin, at least make some kind of noise so we know you're there. It's go big or go home, this rockstar entrances, Fräulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be alright. Very much so, thanks. There he goes. Alright, bye. Well, Athena, it's almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junie will agree that this is something that can prove her innocence. But will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this is what I'd find. No. October 25th, detention center, visitor's room. And that about covers the main gist of our investigation. I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today. Thank you all for your hard work, Athena. Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's up, and it'll be getting dark soon, so... Apollo is All Might. Junie, you must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait! You have to listen to me! I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. We're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. So please, just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Athena? My bracelet reacted just now. It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. There's discord in her heart. No, I'm sure of it. She's lying. Let's get her. We're gonna use our magic bracelet. Alright. Keep an eye out for twitches. Not seeing anything yet. I'm guessing it's that it never causes trouble. Oh! Ooh, that's a small twitch.
Gotcha!
Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me, no matter how hard you try. When you said, "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself.
A secret? About me? I don't understand.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her the killer and accomplice. Oh, she's the snitch. You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you?
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch.
I hear they're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors. What? How could she? I hate Junie. Snitch. And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. Well, Court's planner, right? Because he needed to speak with Hugh suddenly, randomly. Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says, routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch report into Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court had planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense, only if you're the snitch, Junie. Oh.
Forgive me. Forgive me, Thina. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start.
You did? Now this is surprising.
I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend.
The consequences of thine actions are none but yourself. Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does, but I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside, and its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Oh.
Apollo.
Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that'll be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch?
Professor Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice.
The dark age of the law, huh?
She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that, but few others at the Academy shared her view.
I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she?
I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about.
And that report session in her planners, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that?
Yeah, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court.
She snitched on her own friend?
I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
What'd you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents.
What were they talking about? Snitching is never right.
Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to.
What? That's bribery. Hugh was buying his way through school? And if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret. Oh, the scrap?
Take that!
We found this while we're investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about bribes, it must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October. What's more, take a look at this mark. That same mark is on the pages of Professor Court's planner. Hey, you're right. Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? Exiled to Mongolia. You don't really think that the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court. But... That is impossible. She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes. Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected Hugh if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason? What's the other reason? I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Tina! Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened. Oh, cutscene.
I never wanted to see what I did.
Whoa.
But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands.
It's like a horror
His
movie.
Hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood. Whoa. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Gang, I think that blood might have been his. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure he's not one of the undead. Oh, what am I going to do? I can't take this anymore. Tina. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means? My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I'll be watching from the gallery. And shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me. Tina, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it. Don't worry. We already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. Thanks to you, we figured out the motive, too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free. I wouldn't have it any other way. I should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? Don't say that, Athena. Never say that. Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. Better be imagining it. Interesting. I'm going with Hugh is chill. October 26th, 9:45 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Why are you talking about bombs? What? What? When did bombs get brought up? There's no bombs in this case. Yeah. What? Wait, bomb? Why are we talking about bombs? What? There's no bombs in this case. Have you been planning? Are we meant to know that? There's no bombs. Wasn't this case where the bomb? No, it was not. It was not. The case where the bomb originally came into question was, well, we haven't seen it yet, but it was one she was in the gallery for. Junie was in the gallery for, not on the witness stand. The whole thing is that she was, just watching because she thought Apollo was cute. That's a different case. No bombs yet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to send you all out on a little raid here. If I can get my... Hold on. One moment. One moment. Where's my music? Ah, I did this before my music. Wait, thank you guys for showing up, but, here you go, music, yay! I'm gonna send you off. Thank you guys for showing me, it's been fun. I'm gonna send you over to Colsey. So yes, go say hi to him. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably. Bye, bye, bye,